Hello and welcome. In this video, we would quickly go through how to handle a situation whereby a customer comes to return an item back to the store or wants to exchange the item for something else or wants to buy more and you feel like you should run it on the same receipt or invoice, right? A situation where the person wants to modify whatever the person got before, either by adding more items or by removing from it or replacing. I believe you get what I mean. Now let's get right into it. We are going to be clicking on the top left corner to bring up the menu, and we're going straight to sell. This will be handled under sell. When you click on sell, it will bring out the items under sell. We need to click on all sales right here, all sales. Once it's loaded, it will list out all the sales we've made recently. And you can see two items here. Let's assume we are dealing with this first item, which is 0002. This first item, we will scroll to the side. We'll see that this person bought just one item, right? And we would also observe that this person has paid, and we would also observe this action button, right? Action comes before every row, and the action button is where we are going to click to perform this activity. When I click on it, action, it brings out all the options I can perform under action. And if you look closely, you will see edit, which is the second after view. The edit allows us to do a lot of things, including modifying, adding, every of the things I've mentioned. The fastest way to do that is to go to edit, and you click edit. It loads the selling screen for us, right? It loads this POS screen all over again for us to do anything that we want to do, and it will get recorded under the same receipt, under the same invoice. For example, if we want to add more products, let me search and add more products. Maybe demo as the name of our product, right? You can see the person bought apple cider before, 2. Now we're adding demo product name, which is 50,000, bringing the total to 66,857. We just simply go ahead and record the sale, multiple pay, how much did the person pay. We'll be adding, we can simply add the amount the person is going to be paying to this, select the payment method, and then the account the person paid into right here. For this, I'll be adding a new payment rule, add payment rule, right? The 50,000 that the person is paying to add the item, the payment method, cash, and I'll be selecting cash as the payment account. If you don't know how to add this payment account, you can just search for the video. It's going to be in the description, talking about how to track every fund that goes in and out of your business. That video addresses how to create payment accounts right here. So let me cancel before we finalize the payment under here. Let me close, right? Let's assume that this person is going to return one apple cider. So I will change the quantity from 2 by clicking on the minus button right here to 1, right? And let's say the person removed 1, but the person is buying demo product name. That's bringing the total to 58,000 plus, as you can see here. This is a modified invoice, right? A modified receipt. Why? Because the person came to return one item and the person is buying one more item. So you can simply go ahead and just for this, select whatever you want to select right here, and payment cash, and just finalize. We have successfully done that, and we can simply print the receipt. There is a second method on how to do this, and I'm reserving it to the end of this video because this other method is optional. It is for a customer that comes in to do an outright return, right? The customer bought the product before and wants to return it, right? The only activity is to return. The customer is not trying to modify or add more items or anything like that. So to process return, you simply need to click on the top left, go to sell, click on all sales, and we can see the list of the sales we've made. The action button is what we'll click on that particular sale or that particular invoice for that particular customer. Action. Instead of going to edit, we'll go to sell return, which is right here. Sell return. Under view payment, you find it there. Sell return. I've clicked on it. And what we're trying to do right here is the person wants to return the one apple cider, right? We can see right here that the person bought one apple cider and then one demo product name. Let's assume this person wants to finally return that one piece. We just add it under the return quantity. As you can see here, return quantity, we change it to 1 for apple cider. If the person wants to return this other product as well, we can add it here, 1. That means the person has returned what he or she has gotten, right? But let me leave it as 0, or I'll remove the one that I filled, right? And this right here is a customer that has returned one item. You can go ahead and save. Success. So we have successfully recorded the fact that this person came in to return that item. And this is exactly how to process return. Once we do that, that item gets added back to the stock, and we can effectively sell it to a different customer. And one other thing we need to be aware of is whenever a customer comes to return an item, which is outright return, we're actually paying the customer the money back. And therefore, every return that is being done on the software is not yet complete without telling the software that you have actually paid back to the customer, right? If you want your account to be balanced fully, then you are going to do the second step, which is telling the software you have returned the money or what amount has been returned. And that's by clicking and going back to sell, and all sales. We list out all the sales we made, and this first item is what we've been dealing with. And to process that particular return, we just need to go ahead and click the action button like we've always done, and view payments. We can see the different payments that came in, but what we're trying to do is to actually go and check under the sale return due. You can see 8,428, right? This is telling us that a product has been returned, but we have not yet removed the money somehow from the business. And under sell return due here, once we click on that particular money, click on it, it will pop up, and you can see this hard payment button very glaring right here. Once we click on hard payment, we'll be able to actually take the money out from the business. And payment method is we paid the person through bank transfer, and payment account, we removed the money from FCMB, and we save. So we have effectively removed the money from the business back to the customer, and there is no sell return due. Our account is totally balanced right here. So thank you for your time. If you have any question, let us know in the support. Thanks.